क्यों पाकिस्तान में हर बंदे को आपका नहीं पता?
आई एम पाकिस्तानी, मेरा नाम शाहिद खान है।
You did something with राहत फ़तेह अली खान as well.
Oh yes, it's a song called माही सोना।
जब शो होगा पाकिस्तान में आपका तो उसकी टिकट प्राइस कौन डिसाइड करेगा?
पाकिस्तान। एक रिक्वेस्ट है, can you introduce me to नसीबो लाल?
Sure.
Yes, I would love to work with her.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, ऑफ टॉपिक में आपका बहुत ज्यादा वेलकम। अगर आपने अभी तक ज़ल्मी टीवी को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो फौरन कीजिए। इससे बेहतर स्पोर्ट्स कंटेंट आपको पाकिस्तान में नहीं मिल सकता। जहां तक आज के गेस्ट की बात है, मैं इस महीने से पहले इनको नहीं जानता था, लेकिन जब मैंने इनको गूगल पर लुकअप किया तो मुझे अपनी जहालत पे इतनी शर्मिंदगी हुई। उसकी वजह यह है कि मेरा नहीं ख्याल कोई पाकिस्तानी मतलब बहुत ही कम होंगे जिन्होंने इतनी कम उम्र में इतना कुछ अचीव किया। और केटी पेरी और रिहाना और चिपमंक, सर वो नाम गिनते चले जाएं जिनके लिए म्यूजिक प्रोड्यूस कर चुके हैं। और ज्यादा शर्मिंदगी मुझे इस बात से हुई कि मैं भी मट्ठा सा म्यूजिशियन हूं और मुझे नहीं पता था। बहुत ज्यादा शुक्रिया पेशावर ज़ल्मी का और नौशरवान का कि वो नॉटी बॉय को पाकिस्तान ले आए। और थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग हियर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस वंडरफुल एंथम। एंड क्यों पाकिस्तान में हर बंदे को आपका नहीं पता?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वैसे तो हमें शर्मिंदा होना चाहिए इस बात पे, लेकिन फिर भी
it's interesting because I am Pakistani, मेरा नाम शाहिद खान है। I think being part of this journey of the last 2 or 3 months since we started the Zalmi Anthem, it's brought me back to my heritage more. You know, I was born in Watford. I've been making Western music. I've come to Pakistan for the first time in 15 years, and it'll definitely be more of a regular thing. I think the Peshawar Zalmi Anthem has triggered the Pakistani in me like never before.
अच्छा, ये शुरू करते हैं कि स्टेज नेम नॉटी बॉय कैसे हुआ शाहिद खान से?
शाहिद खान से, well, if it was going to be in Pakistan, they would have called me Ganda Bacha. No, but Naughty Boy, it's a superhero. I wanted to name myself something with no identity.
Why no identity?
Just वो बस सोचें इसका म्यूजिक अच्छा है, नो इसकी शक्ल कैसी है, ये कहाँ से है और
ओरिजिन क्या है।
Yes, and I'm glad I did it that way. Because that way the focus is the music. The music of mine was famous. I didn't used to do interviews or photos or anything because I was focused on a goal. Let's take the color out, and so people are just Naughty Boy is everyone, not just, and he's not Naughty Boy. The reason why I called myself Naughty Boy was because I wanted him to be a superhero. And जब मैं छोटा था, I was a really good boy. I still am a good boy. But when I called myself Naughty Boy, I just wanted to know what it felt like to be one because I wasn't, you know.
ये स्टीरियोटाइपिंग एक बड़ा मसला है, क्योंकि शाहिद खान अगर म्यूजिक में बहुत अच्छा है तो प्रॉबेबली ईस्टर्न म्यूजिक में अच्छा होगा।
Imagine if my name was Shahid Khan, and Shahid Khan सब कुछ जो Naughty Boy ने किया है, if my name was Shahid Khan in the Western, would that have had the same impact? I'm not sure.
अच्छा, सो पाकिस्तानी फैमिलीज जब बाहर चली जाती हैं और ख़ास तौर पे इंग्लैंड में कई केसेस में हमने देखा है कि बड़ी कंजर्वेटिव या तो होती हैं या वहां जाके हो जाती हैं, क्योंकि वहां पे माइनॉरिटी होते हैं। तो फिर वहां पर उनके बच्चों के लिए म्यूजिक परस्यू करना, आर्ट परस्यू करना, उसमें इजाजत लेना कितना मुश्किल है?
जब मैंने शुरू किया था, मेरे अब्बू ने कहा था get a real job. क्योंकि बस मेरे अम्मी अब्बू ने, सब मेरे दोस्त के, वो बस चाहते हैं कि मेरा बच्चा अच्छा काम करे, लाइफ बनाए, फैमिली बनाए, और music, well, it's not the same as being a doctor or being an accountant or being a surgeon. So I was going against the norm. So फिर अबू ने कहा अच्छा 2 साल में you have to make something or like you'll have to try something else. And this was in 2008. So at university में था, I was doing a degree in audio engineering, but what they were teaching me was like the sound vibrations in the air or just, what happens, the science of a microphone. When really what I wanted to do was create. I wanted to take all the music I was hearing in there and get it out of a speaker. So that's why I dropped out. I'm not recommending that to everyone. Everyone's on their own journey. But I'm glad I did because then that just put me in my mum and dad's shed. I was just making beats, making music. And then I met an artist called Emily Sandé. She was the first singer I worked with. And by the end of the 2 years that my dad had given me, because my dad said to me, if I don't make it in the 2 years, then Pakistan chalna padega aur shadi kar. And then, I'm glad. No, that would have been good as well. But then after that, it became the biggest selling debut album since the Beatles.
Oh, wow.
And no one expected that. Not me, not Emily. We were just making music she's my musical soulmate. So that started then. I'm glad it started with someone like her because she taught me the power of words. And, I always thought quite left with my beats. I don't try to conform to what you hear on the radio or what is happening anywhere else because there's not as much progression in there as in breaking the rules. I think I was sent here to disrupt musically.
How did you break through from UK into US?
I think working with Rihanna, that was the start of it. Me and Emily wrote a song for her album called Half of It. And then working with Beyonce, I think that just, because the song Running, it has Beyonce and Ara Benjamin on it. And Beyonce actually called me to, because she loved the song, she'd heard it and she wanted to be a part of it. And
So you pitched it to her?
Yeah, I think it was pitched, maybe the publisher or something. And then she called someone from her team called my record label. I was signed to Virgin Music at the time. And she asked for my number. And then I was actually with him. We were going to his studio and he was driving. It was on the A40 at motorway in London. And I was we on the way back from the studio or something?
On the way there.
Yeah, and I just told him to stop the car. Because first I was like, no, this can't be Beyonce. But then what I've learned is like, the more genuine, like just honest normal conversations you have with an artist, even if it's Beyonce, like, and we spoke about the song, we spoke about, I think she was about to go on her Lemonade tour. Then we was talking about how that was going, mentioned the kids, and it was just a really nice, open, genuine conversation. And, she wanted to be part of the song. And the only thing I had was, because Ara Benjamin was on the song as well, I wanted to keep it a duet. So then eventually, Beyonce agreed for it to be a Naughty Boy song featuring Beyonce and Ara Benjamin. Because Ara Benjamin was a new artist then. And from like Sam Smith, from Emily Sandé, I pride myself on empowering new artists. As with the Zalmi Anthem, Bilal, Sahur, the Omarion band, and is it Altamash?
Yeah, Altamash.
Yeah, like these are new artists, but incredibly talented that deserve to have a global showcase. And everything I feel like Zalmi is about is empowering the youth, empowering the next. And so it was perfect marriage for us, for me to get involved with everything they're doing already.
So जब बियॉन्से के साथ किया तो बियॉन्से वहां थी, आप यहाँ थे, या फिर आप यूएस गए या वो यूके आई?
बियॉन्से हम पहले मिले थे हॉलीवुड में. I met Beyonce and Jay-Z. This was just before the song. और फिर जब recording हुई, Beyonce न्यूयॉर्क में record किया था. She sent to me, and then I added it to the song and it was mixed. And then I sent Beyonce the video. Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. And she was very happy with the video. Me personally, I'm never in my videos. I think music videos especially should stand shoulder to shoulder with the song. They don't always need to make people famous. If you have a good story and you have a good director, and it's not even necessarily just about the budget. It's more about what you're trying to get across. And I like to have stories in my videos that it don't seem like it could be part of the song, but by the time you watch it, it's the only way you could visualize that song as well. And, I don't think the artist or the producer are needed for their face to showcase that. If you have the right story and you have the right casting of people, that you can.
सर ये जितने मशहूर लोग हैं खास तौर पे बाहर, ये एक्सेसिबल होते हैं? इनको सिर्फ पब्लिशर्स पिच कर सकते हैं या आर्टिस्ट खुद भी कर सकता है?
मैं जब किसी न्यू आर्टिस्ट को मिलता हूँ, I have a mantra. It's 30% talent, 30% attitude, 30% team, and 10% magic. That's what, especially right now, people are so clinical with how they make music and how they deliver music. We as creatives can't forget the 10% magic. That goes into everything. That went into the Zalmi Anthem, because there was times where, are we against the clock? How are we going to get this happen? Where I was feeling the pressure, especially like when I heard the previous Zalmi Anthems that Nosh sent me. Yeah, I was thinking pressure's on now. I really have to deliver. So you don't take anything for granted, but never forget that 10% magic, because within that magic, you find God.
So are you familiar with Pakistani music scene?
Yes. I mean,
you did something with Rahat Fateh Ali Khan as well.
Oh, yes, I did that. That came out, I think, the same day as the Zalmi Anthem in Pakistan. It's a song called Mahi Sona. I did it with Nitin Soni, and it features Rahat Fateh Ali Khan, Kanika Kapoor, and a new Pakistani rapper from near London called Billy Khan. He's 21 years old, but he's so sick, and I just want the world to hear him. And, opportunities like that, that's what I love about music. Because
how different it is producing for local musicians or local singers, or basically producing Desi music versus producing Gora music.
Desi music, I find now I'm doing it more, it's more natural. One thing my Ami always said when I started making music was, even with running, she said, I always make music dil se. And I think with Jemima's film and the Zalmi Anthem, there was a lot of heart that goes into both, a lot of passion. So I feel like making Pakistani music, I think that's going to change my game. And I think this is the beginning of something, a new chapter as well, where I'm more confident with it.
How different it is to treat vocals of Desi vocalists and Gora vocalists.
Do you know, because all of the vocalists on the Zalmi Anthem, distinctly unique, but when we merged everything together, it didn't feel like, it felt like, it had all the right masala, basically. But I think when you're mixing and mastering a song, like, it can go two ways. It could be messy, but it just came together. And yeah, there's normally when you have a final mix, you want to change something, or you think, oh, why did I do that? Oh shit, I should have changed that. I should have done that. And I was saying to Noshba as well, there's nothing I want to change on the Zalmi Anthem, because we got there, and we got there collectively. This wasn't a one-man effort. This was like what Zalmi represent as a team, and then introducing me to Bilal, introducing me to Zahur, introducing me to Humari, and like the Altamash. Like, I want to continue working with them, because if it wasn't for this opportunity, I wouldn't have heard of them. Do you know what I mean? And what a waste that would have been.
So probably 2006-07 वो टाइम था जब पाकिस्तान में producers recognize होना शुरू हुए.
Okay.
Now they're stars, but before that, people knew singers, of course, and few composers.
Okay.
So that's the time. Those are 7-8 was the time when you started doing music.
Yeah. I met Emily 2008, and we put out first song, I think, a single 2009, and then her album came out 2012. But that was the beginning of my journey.
Yeah. So वहां पे तो you knew कि producers are big thing. What if you were here? फिर भी producer बनना था जब ये पता हो कि यार शायद I will never be recognized. So I will make my ends meet. I can do very good financially, but people might not ever recognize me as someone.
As in the West, if I started as Shahid Khan, I'm not going to rule out that something wouldn't have happened, because even as Shahid Khan, I would have made the same music. I wouldn't have changed my music style for my identity, but I didn't want to take a chance. I didn't want to take a risk. If I still make the same music and I'm called Shahid Khan, and I didn't want that to affect the music in a way. But to be honest,
what if you were in Pakistan? You would have still been a producer?
Yeah, produced artist. Because when I signed to Virgin in 2010, there wasn't many producer artists. Like, they have a term in the UK when you're producer artist with hits, they start calling you a super producer, which I like. But at the same time, everything with consistency. So then you have to think about, what am I going to do next? What am I going to put out next? But I feel like with the Zalmi Anthem and the film, Song for Jemima's film, and working with Shekhar Kapoor, working with Nitin, and working with all the local musicians with the Zalmi Anthem, I just feel like it's a new chapter, and I'm more comfortable and confident.
So in India, there's this trend now that producers have programmers, multiple programmers, and so they all work on a track individually.
Yes.
They make things, and then the producer listens to them, tell one of them to keep this intact, use this from the other person's track. So is this something that you do as well, or you're a solo?
No, as in
artist.
I know, I'm aware of that. But everything I do is collaboration. But, for example, but I like to do it with everyone in the room. I don't like to do it separately and then separately because, I have a team of other young up-and-coming producers because I have a publishing company. I have a publishing company with Sony Music called Naughty Words, and I have I've signed quite a few writers and producers, but I have Shiraz, Yasin, and Andy who assisted me with the Zalmi Anthem, but we did it together in the room. And then I think it's better that way because you want to, energy travels. And when you're all in the same room, how powerful that energy is. I think everyone could be doing something on their headphones, but you're still doing it together. Do you know what I mean?
अच्छा, आपने कोई अपने ऊपर कैप लगाया हुआ है कि साल में इससे ज्यादा प्रोजेक्ट्स नहीं करूंगा, or you just do whatever comes your way?
Cap nahi, bas if my spirit warms to it. I turn down as many things as I do, but that's not a bad thing because that's quality control. As in when you hear a Naughty Boy track, it's something he thought about, because I don't put out a song every month. I don't ever want to be that kind of producer, because then you're part of the machine churning. And sometimes you get lost in the quality of that, because you just have to make sure I'm releasing. I have a different mantra where, Allah has been good to me. 5 years ago, my album was supposed to come out in 2017, my new album, second album. But in 2016, was when the Beyonce song came out. First, I think, about a year after that, my mom had a stroke. And so after that, I took a break from music for 2 years because He's my favorite person in the world. And then I live with my mom. I'm the youngest in the family, and I have a carer as well, 24 hours. But I have support from my family, my sister, father, brother. But yeah, I wanted to take out 2 or 3 years just to devote to mom. And then lockdown happened. So, but in lockdown, I finished my second album, finished writing and producing it. And I think lockdown was a good time for everyone to just sink their teeth in something. So I chose to finish my album. And also, she loves the music I make. And now mum has dementia, and music, whether it's dua even, it has melody. It can help take her mind away from, because dementia is, you have hallucinations, you can hear things that are not really there, you see things that, and yeah, I found that how can music be wrong? I know we're Muslim, but I want to make music with a good message.
Yeah, so you're doing quite a lot for the Dementia Society as well.
I'm an ambassador for Dementia UK, yes. So basically that happened after lockdown. Mum's dementia got a bit worse in lockdown, but I guess everything got worse, and then after lockdown, I just wanted to call someone to find out what is this or how, and then mum was diagnosed, and then I spoke to Dementia UK, who made me feel like I'm not going crazy. My family, because we were thinking, what is wrong with mum? Like, because sometimes you can say something and not make total sense. And this was, it can be quite shocking to any family, and when that process starts, if you have the right person to talk to, which sometimes I find with us, especially South Asians, it takes a lot to talk honestly about what's going on at home. I then went on Good Morning Television in England on ITV and spoke to Lorraine, who she's a host, and I did an interview about the dementia, being an ambassador, because I feel like it's important for everyone of any identity to tell their truth. And I was going through this at home. My family were going through it at home with mom, and when I spoke about it, people started reaching out saying whether, can't believe Naughty Boy lives with his mum and she's got dementia, or I'm so glad someone is finally talking about this, or someone who's like brown, Asian, Muslim, that is talking about something he's struggling with that I can relate to, because sometimes we keep things to ourselves. And yeah.
So coming back to music, वहां पर और यहाँ पर आपको रिकॉर्डिंग या मास्टरिंग इक्विपमेंट में फर्क नजर आता है, या क्या हमारी अप्रोच रिकॉर्डिंग की डिफरेंट है?
I wouldn't say it's different. I think that a big part of like my music is not just the creation, the writing, that's a different magic. But in the mixing and mastering, that's like giving it the final shine. That's another magic as well. But I think if you're putting the same into both sides, I think then you have a complete, like for example, the Zalmi Anthem.
Yeah.
That is the greatest example of that, because we done it remotely, pretty much. I wasn't in Pakistan. They wasn't in England. It would have been great if we were all in the same room, which is, I'm sure, what we all wanted to do. I wanted to meet them. I hadn't met Bilal. I hadn't met Humayun or Zahur, but we were on a WhatsApp. We were talking. Yeah, we still got it done. But that's what I'm saying, magic. That's where I feel like.
Okay, so without naming names,
yes.
Have you had experience with singers जो आपके दिमाग में था उनसे नहीं हो रहा था? अगर इस तरह होता है तो फिर कैसे डील करते हैं?
Oh yes, that has happened. Yeah, I'm not gonna name it.
No, yeah, but करते डील कैसे करते हैं उनके साथ?
Always say that's good, but then just suggest something minor, and then.
प्रोड्यूसर को खुद भी सिंगर होना पड़ता है
थोड़ा सा, but not like Sam Smith. Like you don't have to have an incredible voice, but you have to understand melody.
अच्छा, इस तरह भी हुआ है कि प्रोजेक्ट पकड़ लिया, एक तो होता है कि पहले ही ना कर दी कि मैंने ये नहीं करना, पकड़ लेने के बाद कि मेरे से ये नहीं हो रहा.
I've just started executive producing Nicole Scherzinger's new album. We met last year at the Queen's Jubilee in London. We spent time together then. We met before because I was on the X Factor. I was a guest judge panel on the judging panel.
Wow.
With Simon Cowell and then when we got to know each other, we started writing songs the week after because Nicole works on The Masked Singer in America. She's a host on that show. So between doing that and then when she was in London, we were writing. Every week we were writing, like, we've written some amazing songs together. And I was so surprised. Not because I always knew she could sing, but that there was a story inside that was waiting to come out. That's when a producer knows what to do. I need to tell this story.
You don't usually come in your music videos.
No, never.
Don't you think कि producer उतना ही important है जितना बाकी सब हैं? अगर वो आ रहे हैं तो producer को भी होना चाहिए.
Especially like producer artists in UK, when they're in their videos, they either have like headphones, they're DJing, or they're doing something like in the club, but that's just not me. And I didn't want to force that because like,
वैसे तो आपने DJing की भी है.
like I will be doing some DJ shows in Pakistan soon. I will be performing in Pakistan soon. I haven't done my first show yet, but I've toured around the world, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, Kazakhstan, but I need to come to my motherland, Pakistan. And I think between Mahi Sona and the Zalmi Anthem, I have more than enough reason to like start. And I want Pakistan to know that who I am. And sometimes they don't think I'm Pakistani or they don't, but yeah, we'll change that this year.
Easiest artist to work with?
Beyonce.
And the most difficult person to work with?
Naughty boy. No. I can't say the most difficult because everyone is an individual. Everyone's on their own journey. And the best thing we can be as music producers is comedian. As in you adapt. I'm very adaptable. And don't, zero judgment.
Do you think artists should meet deadlines?
No. But then I understand why there are deadlines. You know, like there was a deadline for the Zalmi Anthem.
Yeah.
I'm so shukar because we got there. But we got there because with collab, everyone was doing their bit. You know, everyone was devoted. So that's a great example of how things can be done.
पाकिस्तान में तो ये बड़ा मसला होता था, खास तौर पे अभी भी होता है. इंग्लैंड के क्या हालात हैं, खास तौर पे पाकिस्तानी जो इंग्लैंड में रहते हैं, कि जब किसी को बताओ कि मैं म्यूजिक करता हूँ तो वो आगे से कहते हैं कि हाँ वो तो ठीक है, लेकिन असल में क्या करते हो?
एक बात बताऊं, सब नवंबर में मैं Jeddah in Saudi with Jemima and the cast of the film for the world premiere of What's Stuff Got to Do With It. I've never been to Saudi Arabia. It was a beautiful country, beautiful experience, and I was able to do Umrah for the first time because I started thinking Allah must have brought me here. Not just the film is great, Jemima is great, but there must be another reason as well because we had 2 days off. And so did Umrah on the Friday with Sajil, with Cabana Azmi, with Jeff Mirza, who's on acting in the film, and my friend Shiraz. And then on the last day, because Ami can't travel, and Ami always wanted to do Umrah, me and Shiraz, we did, you can't do Umrah for someone else unless you do it for yourself first. And so we did Umrah with Mum on the phone, on FaceTime, and we went to the Aisha Masjid first, did the Niyat. Everything was done, you know, so Mum could feel like she was doing Umrah as well. So, and it was music that took me there. But no, it was Allah that took me there. But yeah, and I'm grateful, very grateful.
So, जब शो होगा पाकिस्तान में आपका तो उसकी टिकट प्राइस कौन डिसाइड करेगा?
पाकिस्तान.
ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि हम उसमें आ ही नहीं सकेंगे, इतना महंगा टिकट होगा?
नहीं. COVID, I say a month before COVID started, I was going to perform at the Lahore Music Festival. I think I was booked, but then because of COVID, I couldn't travel to Pakistan, and yeah, but inshallah, very soon, very soon. I can't confirm the date, but there are a lot of talks happening at the moment.
So 15 साल बाद जब आप पाकिस्तान लैंड हुए तो क्या चीज थी जो बिल्कुल नहीं सोचा कि वैसी होगी और यहाँ पे थी, और क्या देखा कि उस पे लगा यार ये नहीं होना चाहिए था?
Islamabad. When I came to Islamabad last time, there's a certain scent in Pakistan, a beautiful scent that very nostalgic when I landed at the airport, and it smells like Pakistan, but in a good way. To be honest, the beauty of Pakistan, I feel like, starts with the people. Like there's so many kind people here that I'd say it's almost like in England, the more north you go, the more humble people become. Like in London, everyone's busy, everyone's in the rat race. Oh, I need to do this, I need to make money, things like that. But not everyone, but I'm saying, like, I feel like there's more humility in the northern regions. So I can't wait to go to Peshawar. Like if you went to Birmingham, Manchester, even with rappers, you find that there's just they're more grounded. So yeah, I can't wait to travel Pakistan. Like, I haven't been to Lahore yet. I haven't been to Karachi yet. My dad's from a town called Kalar Saidan, and my mum's from Rawalpindi. My mum's originally from Gujarat, and me has a cousin called Hadika Kiyani.
Yeah, of course we know her.
Yes, Buhe Barian. That inshallah I'll meet one day, and I want to connect her to mum because mum hasn't spoken to her for ages.
So बचपन में ज्यादा दोस्त वहां पर पाकिस्तानी होते थे या एशियन होते थे या गोरों के साथ ही?
पाकिस्तानी और गोरे भी.
पंजाबी भंगड़ा भी कभी प्रोड्यूस किया है? क्योंकि एक दौर में, और बल्कि अभी तक पंजाबी म्यूजिक तो सबसे ज्यादा कनाडा और यूके में हम देखते हैं कि एशियन सबसे ज्यादा पंजाबी म्यूजिक करते हैं.
एक रिक्वेस्ट है, can you introduce me to Nasibulal?
Sure.
Yes, I would love to work with her. And have you heard of the Nuran sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done this beat. I don't know, I can't play it. I want to play it to you now.
Go ahead.
It's just I've sampled the Nuran sisters or something. And I love sampling. I would sample Nur Jahan. There's a song that my mom's favorite Nur Jahan song is called. There's a lyric in there. ਤੈਨੂੰ ਸਜਦੇ ਕਰਨ ਜੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਸੋਚਨੀਆਂ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਦਾ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ. And that's my mom's favorite, and I always heard that when I was a kid, and I used to, even when I was a kid, I used to think I'm going to sample that. I'm going to turn that into a beat or something, because it all starts with imagination, but I'd love to. Yeah, do you want me to?
Yeah.
Look, Sonny, just one question, answer it yes sir.
Nice.
Little snippet.
Wow.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I loved it. Come to Lahore.
I would love to. I feel like, because I keep on hearing the color, how colorful it is, and how much, and the food, and the people. Like, I can't wait.
Yeah, and Noora sisters and Nasibulal, they're all in Lahore.
Okay, so in terms of like Islamabad, Lahore, and Karachi, if there was like equivalent in like America or England, what cities would they be?
आपको लगता है कि ग्लोबली हमारा भी इंडिया जैसा सीन बन सकता है?
100%. Or I've made it my mission to assist in any way I can. Like, for example, this the anthem, I played it to certain people that that can help this sound travel even further. Do you know what I mean? And I'm so glad I got to add my sound to it, but also bring out the local talent, like especially the instruments. And this is proof that it can be merged. Do you know what I mean? And this is the first time I've done something like this, so of course it will continue. And Pakistan का नाम रोशन करूंगा.
अच्छा, सो पहले record labels बहुत ताकतवर होते थे, फिर इंटरनेट के साथ साथ सबको लगा कि शायद record labels माइनस हो जाएंगे, आर्टिस्ट होगा, ऑडियंस होगी डायरेक्टली, लेकिन फिर उसके बाद हमने देखा कि अलॉरिदम्स इस किस्म के हो गए कि आपकी अपने जो फॉलोअर्स हैं उन तक भी आपकी पोस्ट नहीं जाती until unless you push it by ads, through ads. Yeah, so आपको क्या लगता है कि यंग आर्टिस्ट है, पाकिस्तान में record labels भी शायद नहीं है, तो उनके लिए डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बजट कितना होना चाहिए, गाने जितना होना चाहिए, गाने से भी ज्यादा होना चाहिए, अगर ना हो तो वो क्या करें?
Never stop, because what changed the game in the UK was streaming. Streaming has allowed the people to take back control to what they want to listen to. पहले तो हम बस रेडियो सुनते थे और जो रेडियो प्ले करे हम would become the hit. So, and we couldn't play our favorite songs through the radio, but streaming has changed that. And even in Pakistan, like streaming will change the game, because once people just play the music they want to listen to and the people they are fans of, the power is in the people. And in the UK, the music business is now back to where it was 15, 20 years ago because of streaming, because young kids are now choosing the music they want to listen to rather than being told, oh, hey, listen to this, play it again and again. And eventually, of course, it's going to be a hit, even if it's not groundbreaking. But, I'd love to start some kind of record label in Pakistan to specifically empower the young.
पाकिस्तान बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं इस तरह के प्रोजेक्ट्स लेके, उनके साथ 2-3 हैंड ही होते हैं तो भाग जाते हैं. तो आप ऐसा तो नहीं करेंगे, ये सोच के आए कि आप आएंगे तो आपको कुछ फ्रॉडिये जरूर टकरेंगे?
हाँ ना, ये तो that happens everywhere.
I wish you all the luck, and I thank you for being here, giving me so much time.
Thank you.
And for producing this lovely anthem.
No, thank you.
And doing all the great things that you've been doing. Thank you so much. आप लोग फौरन से पहले, अगर आपको अभी तक नहीं पता तो इनको गूगल करें, क्योंकि इनके गाने सुनने से भी पहले इनको गूगल करें, ताकि फिर जब आप इनका म्यूजिक सुनेंगे तो आप बहुत सीरियस होकर सुनेंगे. अपना बहुत ज्यादा ख्याल रखें, सवालात भेजते रहिए, हम दोबारा से तकलीफ देंगे नॉटी बॉय को और आपके सवालात भी पूछेंगे. खुदा हाफिज.